remarks have been asked by the Chamber to address the two following issues. What sources of new income are you prepared to support for the state of New Hampshire? And specifically, what is your position on expanded gaming? And second, what can the state do to stimulate employment, and how are you prepared to do that? Our next candidate is from Wyndham. He is seeking re-election to the House. It's Mr. David Bates. Good evening, David.
Good evening. Thank you, Peter. And I'd like to begin by saying that I do not fully accept the premise of the first question that the state needs additional sources of revenue. Our state's budget woes are much more the result of a spending problem than a revenue problem. Concord should not be continually looking for ways of raising additional sources of revenue, because in real life terms what that means is raising taxes and fees or creating altogether new ones. And unfortunately that has been the preferred approach of the last 4 years. And as evidence of that, I can show you here a list of 100 new taxes and fees that the legislature has put into effect. Unfortunately, nobody can point to a comparable list of spending reductions over the same period of time. The reality is that the state has increased spending over $1 billion in each of the past two budgets. 4 years ago, the state budget was at $9.3 billion. Today, it stands at over $11.5 billion. That in 4 years means the state budget has increased 24%. These spending increases occurred while the economy was contracting and while revenues were declining. It does not take a CPA or an economist to figure out that you cannot continue to spend more and more when you have less money coming in. So instead of putting the focus and our energy on how to extract more money from taxpayers and from businesses, we need to be concentrating on how to make our government responsible and efficient. And on the question of Rockingham Park, I voted for the gaming legislation that is so important to our local economy. But just as important is the need to create throughout the state a truly business-friendly environment so that all businesses can flourish, whatever industry they're in. In terms of stimulating employment, the best thing that the legislature can do is to stop implementing tax and regulatory policies that constrain businesses. These policies suck the resources and the life out of the businesses which create jobs. This truly important election is about more than whether the balance of power is going to shift from the donkeys to the elephants. Both parties have failed us. The real solution is for you citizens to be well-informed and choose for yourself representatives who are competent and principled people that will have the character and the determination to make the difficult and necessary decisions to do the right thing for everyone in this state. My name is David Bates, and if you choose to re-elect me, that's exactly what I will do for you. Thank you.
Representative Bates, thank you very much for being here this evening.